Welcome to Skybox Sports News as we pick the winners versus the Vegas spread. NFL week number 8 is on the way. Week number 7 was a hell of a week. I'll tell you that. We got us a great week in week 8, but before we get started, I want to take a chance to welcome all those brand new subscribers to Skybox Sports News, the best picks on the web. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share, because we're building a YouTube community second to none, and we want you on board. So come on down. All right, let's get rolling on the picks for week 8 of the NFL. Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Pittsburgh is at Detroit. Detroit has a hell of a young quarterback. That guy's a good QB. He's the highest paid QB in the NFL. But you know what? Pittsburgh has Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers. They're favored by 3. They will cover and win by 4. Take Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Miami now is going to Baltimore, playing at Baltimore. Miami showing signs of life. Cutler hurt his ribs. I don't think that's good. We're going with Baltimore here. The Baltimore defense will hold, and they are favored by 3. They will cover and win by 4. Take the Baltimore Ravens. Take the Baltimore Ravens. New Orleans is on the road, going into the city of the big shoulders, Chicago, the Bears. New Orleans is favored by 9. They're giving away 9 points to Chicago, playing in Soldier Field. You know what? I like that. I'm going to take those 9 points, and I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears to pull this baby out. They got the 9 points, and I'm taking the 9 points, and I'm heading out of Soldier Field there. Chicago, upset. Take the 9 points and run. The Panthers are heading to the Buccaneers. I'll tell you what, Cam Newton was manhandled last week. He looks like he's worse for wear. Hell of a loss last week. The Buccaneers are favored by 2. They will win by a field goal. They will win by 3 and cover. Take the Buccaneers at home. Now we got the Vikings at the Browns in London. London Bridge is falling down out there. The Vikings are favored by 9.5. The Browns, well, they're the Browns. I'm picking the Vikings to cover the 9.5 and win by 10. Going with the Vikings in London. Okay, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Jets. Jets. The Falcons are favored by 4.5. The Jets are tough at home, but you know what? The Falcons are due for a victory. They lost last week. I think they're hot this week. I'm going to take the Falcons. 4.5 points. They will cover and win by 5. Take the Vikings. We got the Falcons. No, not the Vikings, the Falcons. Take the Falcons. Colts at the Bengals. The Bengals are playing at home. The Colts are still luckless. I think there's something really wrong with Luck. He's still out. That shoulder is not looking good. I'm going with the Bengals. I'm taking the 10 points. Actually, they're going to win by 11. They're going to cover. They're going to win by 11. I'm going to cover. Dalton's looking good. I'm going with Dalton and the boys. Now we've got the Chargers at New England. The New England Patriots are giving away 7.5 points to Rivers and the Chargers. New England has only covered once out of the last 5 weeks. I don't think they're going to cover. I see Rivers and the Chargers pulling the upset I'm taking the 7.5 points, and I'm heading to Los Angeles, going with the LA Chargers. Now we got the Raiders. Derek Carr and the boys, man, he had a hell of a game last week. Big drive, big win, emotional win. They may have saved their season, maybe, but the Bills are red hot. They are tough at home. Those Bills are favored by 3, and they will win by 4 and cover. Take the Buffalo Bills in this ball game. San Francisco. I left my heart there, they used to say. Yes, they're at the number 1 team in the NFL. Only one loss this year so far for the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are playing at home. There's no line on this one. This is a pick'em game. It's an easy pick. The Eagles will win over the hapless San Francisco 49ers. Take the Eagles in a straight-up match. Eagles win. Houston is at Seattle. Houston's hurting. They lost J.J. Watt to that knee injury. They've had several other injuries this year. Seattle, that doggone quarterback for them is playing good. He's mobile. He's agile. And we are going with the Seahawks. They're favored by 5.5. They will win by 6. Take the Seattle Seahawks at home. Now we got us a hell of a matchup. This is a classic matchup in the NFC East. We've got the Cowboys. They're looking worse for wear. They're not looking that good this year. They're supposed to be better. But you know what? They still got that running back. Well, I tell you, they can't seem to get rid of that guy. That 6-game suspension for Ezekiel is not happening. He's still on the field, and because he's on the field, they will beat the Redskins. We will take the Cowboys on the road. No line on this one either. Going with the Cowboys over the Redskins. Now we're going to the classic matchup right here, a grudge match. Each and every year in the AFC West, this is a hell of a ball game. Denver is at Kansas City. Kansas City's lost 2 in a row. Denver's lost 2 in a row. Well, someone's going to win this Sunday. And they're giving away 7.5 points to Denver. And that defense, I think that defense will be the difference. I'm taking Denver in the 7.5 points on the road. Now those are your NFL picks for week number 8. That's how we're going to handle this week. You got some winners. You make sure you like, you subscribe, and you give me a little help here. We're building our internet community, and we have the best picks on the web. Skybox Sports News. Like, subscribe, share. Goodbye.